While the Indianapolis Colts have not lived up to expectations this season, they have still been extremely fun to watch. And you can credit that to second-year running back Jonathan Taylor, a college football legend who flew under the radar going into the NFL. This season, he's competing for the rushing title. But who is he? Jonathan Taylor grew up in Salem, New Jersey, a town along the coast of the Delaware River, a town with no previous NFL talent. Taylor's father was a university basketball player, so football was an unexpected path. Attending Salem High School, Jonathan broke every state record he could touch, rushing for over 4,500 yards and 51 touchdowns. And in his senior season, he set a record with 2,800 yards in a single year, a record previously held by NFL player Corey Clements. Taylor added 37 total touchdowns in his final year of high school and won a handful of awards. College football looked like a certain for Taylor, but he didn't get as much attention as he deserved. A 3-star prospect ended up getting some offers and originally settling on Rutgers University, before changing his commitment to the Wisconsin Badgers months later. The Badgers are not known as a powerhouse football program. The likes of JJ, TJ, and Derek Watt have attended the school, and Russell Wilson and James White are the other notable players to have had success at Wisconsin. Wisconsin doesn't get very much national attention. Taylor joined the team and came on as the number 5 running back on the depth chart. On his first play in practice, he ran in a 70-yard touchdown, and that frankly helped him move very quickly up the depth chart. And that was just a glimpse of what was to come for his tenure as a Badger. He worked his way onto the opening day roster as the 3rd running back, but he didn't stay in that role for long. Taylor fought his way up to the starting role in his freshman season. In his second game, it was a coming out party for the New Jersey native. 223 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground, taking an average Wisconsin team and instantly making them must-watch television. It took Taylor just 7 games to reach the 1,000-yard mark, tying a freshman record for the fewest games to reach that milestone. The previous backs to accomplish this feat were Emmitt Smith, Marshall Faulk, and Adrian Peterson. That's some pretty elite company to put yourself in as a freshman. The Badgers obviously struck gold in Jonathan Taylor. He finished top 5 in Heisman voting as a freshman. His final stats put him just shy of 2,000 yards, and he added 13 touchdowns. But the question was if he could follow it up in his next year. Taylor quickly put those discussions to rest, once again entering the Heisman race, eclipsing 2,000 yards and 16 touchdowns in just 13 games, averaging 170 yards per. In his sophomore year, Taylor finished 9th in Heisman voting, with 29 votes, the award that went to Oklahoma quarterback Kyler Murray in the 2018 season. Taylor once again broke a handful of school records, ended up taking home a few awards, including the Doak Walker Award, given to the top running back in the country. He was an ununanimous first-team All-American and the Big 12 Running Back of the Year. Going into his junior year, Taylor was widely considered a Heisman favorite, and also considered the top running back in the nation, and attracting large viewings for Badgers games, and in 2 years, he put the school on the map when it comes to running back universities. But he still was not considered a first-round NFL talent. And going into his junior season, it was expected to be his last with the university. In the first game of the season, Taylor once again put on a clinic. 4 total touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 2 receiving. The first Big Ten player to accomplish that since 2010. Throughout the remainder of the season, Taylor continued to tear it up. Another 2,000-yard rushing season, a career-high 26 touchdowns, and Taylor ended with 189 total votes for the Heisman Trophy. At the end of the year, Taylor officially declared for the NFL Draft. With 3 very successful years at Wisconsin behind him, Taylor was officially ready to take the next step. Projected as an early second-round pick, it was obvious that Taylor was still flying under the radar when it came to draft experts. On day 2, he became the third running back off the board, finding a home in Indianapolis, where he quickly hit the ground running. After signing his rookie deal, week 2, Taylor scored his first of 12 total touchdowns in his rookie year. He added 1,169 yards on the ground and 299 receiving in that season. And as a rookie, he finished with the third most yards in the NFL. To put that in perspective, Taylor was ahead of Aaron Jones, Nick Chubb, and Lamar Jackson, ending up as a Rookie of the Year finalist. But even after all that success and showing that he could translate the success that he had in college to the NFL, there was still some doubts of what Taylor could do going forward. But nobody could have predicted what has happened this season. Jonathan Taylor has become a breakout star, over 800 yards and 8 touchdowns through the first 9 weeks of the season. With King Henry out, Taylor looks like a lock for the rushing title this season, and he put an exclamation point on that campaign with a Week 9 Thursday night performance where Taylor rushed for 200 yards and 2 total touchdowns. He currently has a 6-game touchdown streak, and he just seems to be better and more confident every week. Taylor's versatility has allowed him to become more involved in the offense as he's almost matched his first-year receiving totals, including a 76-yard touchdown reception on a Monday Night Football game against the Baltimore Ravens. Taylor has become a star right in front of our eyes, and he's honestly the next top running back in the league if you don't already have him in your top 5. A day 2 pick from a small, underrated school seems to be a common success story for running backs in the NFL. Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara, Nick Chubb, and Derrick Henry all show the truth in that statement. And you can add Jonathan Taylor to that list of elite running backs with those common factors. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Let me know who I should do next in this series. I really enjoyed making this, so let me know who you guys want to see next, and I'll break them down in a future video, and their story and who they are as an underrated star in this league. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.